These are the IKEA Billy Bookcase that I use to display some of my Lego, and these are the bookcases after installing the lighting. And this is what it looks like without all the lights turned off. This project is supported by Seed Studio. More about this support later. Something I've wanted to implement for some time is the bookcase lighting. With the support of Seed Studio, I will create this project. This project will be based on a Windows D1 Mini for control. This will be able to control 4 LED strips, 2 12 volts and 2 220 volt strips. The entire circuit will be powered by 220 volts, which will be converted to the necessary voltages, 12 volts for the LED strips and 5 volts for the Windows D1 Mini. As usual, the first step is to prepare a prototype and test it in practice, also testing the integration with Home Assistant. It connects to MQTT server, where it will publish its status and receive instructions to turn on and off each LED strip. The next step is to prepare the PCB for production in Autodesk Hero. After placing the components and making the connections, it's necessary to validate them as well as the distance between tracks. For this, Autodesk Hero has the design rules function. Next, I need to prepare the files for production. To do this, I use the CAM processor function. This will allow to export all the layers I use in a format suitable for production. To produce the PCBs, I have the support of Seed Studio. Seed Studio has a PCB creation service that is extremely simple to use. Simply load the Gerber files exported from Autodesk Hero and choose the PCB type, size and quantity. After being loaded, we can preview it to check if everything is as expected. On the same page, we can also request the component assembly service. To do this, we only need to upload assembly instructions and the boom where we specify the components. In order to speed up the assembly process, Seed Studio has a wide range of components in stock. If there is a component with a long delivery time or that is out of stock, Seed Studio will provide us with alternatives if you want to change the components to speed up production. After production and assembly, the PCBs arrive to us well protected and packaged. We can check the production quality of the PCBs as well as the assembly quality of all components. Once I have the PCB, it's time to prepare the box that will house it. For this, I use Autodesk Fusion 360. This allows you to create the different components as well as validate the interconnection of each of them. After printing the box, it's time to begin assembly. To do this, I glue the LED strips underneath some shelves. In my case, I glue it in the back of the shelf, a decision that wasn't the best, as we will see later. After placing the multiple cables, it's time for the first test. As you can see, placing the LED strips on the back of the shelf was not the best decision in terms of light. To correct this situation, I removed the strips and created a support for them that allows to be placed at a 45-degree angle on the shelf. After printing these, they need to be assembled, as they had to be printed in several parts. For this, I use super glue. To assemble the LED strips, and since the adhesive is not strong enough and some had to be removed, I use contact cement. This allows them to be fixed securely. Because the mounting location has changed, it's necessary to solder new cables, as the old ones are not long enough. For these LED strips, I use UTP cable because the voltage is quite low. The process of fixing the supports to the shelves is then repeated, this time with hot glue, and placing the multiple cables again. In order to hide the cables, I created some angular profiles to place in front of them. These profiles were also fixed with hot glue, so that they could be removed easily. The last step is to prepare the box. I placed the injection molding brass insert nuts on the box lid and prepared the controller with necessary wiring to receive connections to the various LED strips. After assembly, to see the final result, it was necessary to place all the Lego back on the Billy, a very satisfactory process. Finally, it was necessary to add the components to Home Assistant, a very simple process. As you can see, the result was quite good. I was able to add the necessary white to the bookcases. If you want more intense whites, you can use red strips with more reds or 230-volt red strips. I have another project that you may like. Don't forget to check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. I hope you like this project. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.